In today's video, we will be ranking all the Spyro's Adventure Skylanders on a tier list. So on my TikTok, I've been ranking these individually based off of their element, but I decided for a YouTube video it would be more fitting to do it on a tier list. So, starting out, we're starting with Lightning Rod. So, with Lightning Rod, he is, in my opinion, he is the best of the air elements. I would say the air element is the weakest of any of the elements that are in Spyro's Adventure. So I would put him in either B or A. I think for Spyro's Adventure's sake, just based off that game, I would put him in A tier. Next up is Sonic Boom. Actually, I really need to. I'm about to start a Spyro's Adventure gameplay for myself, and Sonic Boom is definitely a Skylander that I need to be using more. I feel like I haven't gotten down her moveset yet, so I would put her in C tier. I've heard good things, but when I've used her, haven't been a huge fan. So next up will be Warnado, and Warnado is pretty awful. I remember being very disappointing as a kid. I've used him now in the past year, and he's still extremely disappointing. D tier. Whirlwind is another Skylander that I really need to use more. I feel like I've used her enough, but she still doesn't feel very powerful. So I'd put her above Sonic Boom, but still in C tier. I know a lot of people would put her AS, but I just haven't gotten that vibe yet. Start out for the Earth element, we are starting with Bash. In my opinion, he is the best of the Earth element. He's just such a heavy hitter in Spyro's Adventure. Deals so much more damage than the rest of the Skylanders, and he has great mobility with his roll ability, so I would easily put him in A above Lightning Rod. Next up is Dino Ring. I think Dino Ring is a very middle-of-the-road Skylander. I think that he's not bad, he's not good either. Very reliable, pretty easy to get used to his moveset as well, so I'd put him in B. Prism Break is another Skylander I really need to get down. I do have fun with him occasionally, but I think his damage might just be too weak. I'd put him top of C there. Terapin, I think he's way too weak for a close combat Skylander. I think that Slam Bam would just be a better option if you're going for a close combat Skylander in Spyro's Adventure. So in that case, I won't put him in D just because I like his mobility with the underground burrow, but I will put him, I'd put over Sonic Boom. Just because I think Terapin's more of an iconic character than Sonic Boom, but they're around the same for me. Erupter is so overhated. I don't know why so many people say he's one of the worst Skylanders for Spyro's Adventure. I totally disagree. He's easily going B, but below Dino Ring, because I do understand that he is a little weak at times, but I think he's reliable. So he's middle of the road, B tier. Flameslinger is our first S tier. He is so good. His speed is top notch in the Spyro's Adventure game. His arrows raining down. I mean, I've basically perfected his moveset. He is a S tier Skylander. Next up, we have Igniter. Igniter is a very solid Skylander. I love his moveset. It takes a little while to get used to, but I feel like I have gotten used to it at this point and taken it to the full level. Igniter, I would say, is not an S tier for sure. And I would unfortunately put him below Lightning Rod, but he's definitely going below A tier. Sunburn's awful. God. Yeah, Sunburn he's rough. He's just not good. Every time I've tried to use him, when I've done like personal Nuzlockes or he dies almost immediately. I've used him to his full potential. I think he's worse than Warnado. He's really bad. Camo. Love Camo. I've used him a bunch. I wouldn't say he's A tier, I love his vine path. That's really good. It's definitely the better path between the two. And his soul gem when he starts healing. I believe that's his soul gem. I would put him above Lightning Rod. I'd put him above Bash. He's top of A, but he's not S. Stealth Elf is S. I wouldn't say above Flame Slinger, but he's definitely she's definitely up there. Stealth Elf, nostalgic character too. I mean, very, very notorious for the Skylanders franchise. Also, super fast, great teleporting, just a better version of Sunburn's teleporting move, and does great damage. Just overall, a fantastic Skylander. Next up, we have Stump Smash. So Stump Smash is a heavy hitter. I'd say definitely better than Terapin, but I would say still not as good as Slam Bam. I'd say top of B, not close to that A, but I wouldn't say he would go up there. Zook, I love his personality. I think everyone memes really on Zook a lot of the times. His Jamaican accent's really funny. Good memories with him, but I mean, I don't think I can put him anywhere above C. I think he's right above Terapin. Double Trouble's the best character in the game. He's by far the best Skylander in the game. The way he just locks on to targets and literally he just blazes through enemies in Spyro's adventure. He's basically untouchable. He's even untouchable in Giants as well. He's kind of a spam character, I get that, but if you go his beam path, I mean, I don't think you're able to be stopped. And if you're starting to get maybe bored in a level and you just want to blaze through, Double Trouble will get you through there. He is so good. So next up we have Spyro. Obviously the golden boy of the first game, even though they just use him for advertising purposes. And it shows in his moveset because it's very basic, very bland. I get it, they're trying to stay true to the character. That has been developed in earlier games with Spyro, obviously. But, I mean, overall, just a pretty boring character. Since he's a dragon as well, I forgot to add with the last of the dragons. Unfortunately, with their third move, they can only do a flying attack, or just a flying move. It's not even an attack. And unfortunately, Spyro lacks from that, and just a basic move set. So I wouldn't say he's bad by any means. But I really don't think he even gets that middle of the road. I'd say he's a little bit below. And I honestly, I'd put him above Zook, but yeah, he's definitely C. So maybe even a little below middle of the road, which is pretty embarrassing for the star child of the Spyro's Adventure game. So next we have Voodoo. So Voodoo is a very forgotten character, honestly. Not really fleshed out well enough. I think that he has a lot of potential, and when I've used him, he's pretty good. Definitely unique. I'd say probably one of the most unique Skylanders of Spyro's Adventure. So I'd put him... I don't like his moveset that much, so I think I'm going to put him right here on top, near top of C. Wrecking Ball's awful too. I wouldn't say as bad as Sunburn. He has some redeeming qualities. I haven't played with him in a long time, so I really need to play with him again. But I would say he's definitely D tier. So next up is Boomer. Well, first of all, let me just say the tech element in Spyro's Adventure is goated. It's by far the best element. Spoiler alert for anyone who watches me on TikTok. This will be ranked number 1. So, Boomer, he's close to that S tier. He's really close. I'd put him... I'd say he's going to go top of A above Camo, but I don't think he's hit that S tier. just, yeah, I'd say it's close. It's really close. But I'm going to put him very top of A just for this video. So coming coming up next, we have Drill Sergeant. So Drill Sergeant is definitely the most, the worst of the tech element, but I wouldn't say he's bad by any means. He's not great. He's below average. I'd put him above Terapin, below, yeah, on that C level. Drobot is goated. He's S, easily. Better. I'd put him right below Double Trouble. I mean, he's just another spam character. You might not like the spams, but it's so much fun. It's so satisfying in the Skylander games. So I can't give him anything below an S. Trigger Happy, for me, is not an S. I'm either going to put him below or above Camo. I think we're going to do right below Camo. I mean, Trigger Happy is, in my opinion, definitely the best of the starter pack. He's a fun, just spam attacker, and he just really excels at his personality, his nostalgia. I mean, you see him everywhere on merchandise in the past with Skylanders, and really, yeah, you can't. There's a lot to love about Trigger Happy. So next for the undead element, we have Chop Chop. So Chop Chop is a lot of people's favorites, and a lot of people would put him in S. He is close, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great Skylander. Definitely A. I think that his unique ability of very balanced defense and offense with his sword and shield is very good, and especially in Spyro's Adventure, where a lot of the Skylanders lack in sometimes defense. I would put him high A. Close to Trigger Happy for sure. I would put him above Trigger Happy. I put him above Camo. Below Boomer. But he's definitely up there. Definitely top 10 Skylander in Spyro's Adventure. So coming up next is Cinder. Very underwhelming, in my opinion, from when I've used her multiple times. I wouldn't say... I'd put her right above Sonic Boom. At least for now. Maybe Sonic Boom is better. But I will put her at C for now. Yeah, just very underwhelming. Like I said with Spyro before, she has the flying ability, which is useless. Her electric doesn't do much damage. Her dash ability is good for mobility. So, but very similar to Terapin. Good mobility, but just doesn't do enough damage. So coming up next is Ghost Roaster. It's actually the only Skylander I have an Eon's Elite for. I didn't get it as when I was playing the earlier games like Spyro's Adventure, Giants when I was a kid. But I did get it when Superchargers came out. So I played him in the later games the last couple years, and I really enjoy him. He's actually the only Skylander that can die in the hub world due to his invisibility move and you losing damage. But I think he's very unique, very similar to Voodoo in that way. I would say a little bit better just because I love his mobility, the dash ability, his tail, but he is unfortunately a middle of the road. I mean, raw design. So his design is definitely going to take him up to B, but I think he is bottom of B tier. He's coming up with his Hex, another Skylander very similar to Erupter that is so overhated. I think Hex is a great Skylander, better than Erupter in my opinion, better than Dino Ring. She love her abilities, especially with almost the Mortar Skull attack when it comes from above. One of the first Skylanders to do that, where many do it in the future, like Bouncer. You see Kaboom, for example. A lot of these do these mortar attacks, and Hex was one of the first to do it. Which I think she really excelled at. I would put her possibly above Stump Smash. Oof. Yeah, this is tough, but I think I'm gonna have to put. I think I'm gonna put her top of B. I think she's so underrated. So finishing off the Spyro's Adventure roster, we have the water elements. So with the water element, we have Gilgrunt, who's obviously at least the top 5 most nostalgic Skylander and most known Skylander as well. Unfortunately, I do not. I think Gilgrunt is very overrated. Definitely not the best in the starter pack. I think that goes to Trigger Happy. I would put him C tier above Spyro, but I'd say above Voodoo, above Prison Break, Bull. I'd put him top of C. I don't think he gets that B stretch in my opinion. Next, you have Slam Bam. I said it twice before, he is the best close combat Skylander. I've played him. He was one of my first Skylanders that I ever got, and loved his Empire of Ice adventure pack as well. Other than the fact that in that adventure pack you have to fight a wall. That's like the boss fight at the very end. Very underwhelming. I loved his character, where you're able to freeze and then punch it later. Just the ice attacks are very good. He has very good wow pows. One of my favorites of any Skylander in the series. Not only Spyro's Adventure in the series. So he's A, no doubt. Better than Bash, better than Trigger Happy, better than Camo. He is, I'd say right. He's either above or below Chop Chop. I would put him above. He's definitely top 6. So next we have Wham Shell. I've tried. I can't even say like with Sonic Boom or Wrecking Ball or Cinder, or not even Cinder, just with other, or Whirlwind. I've tried using this Skylander. He's awful. I've seen people like him too. I think his attacks are very janky. The way he like swings the mace, it's like it almost misses Skylanders in my opinion. Just the way that I maybe other people have different opinions, but I've tried using him, and I think his mace attack, it's a very strange Skylander to use, and I think it could have been done better. I love his design. I do like his design. So I would put him above Wrecking Ball, but I think that's the highest he's getting. I've tried using him, and he's just not good. Zap is I'd say he's a very bland design. I'm just not a big fan of him. I'd say he is definition of a B tier Skylander in Spyro's Adventure. So I think he's probably getting, because I do like his electric abilities, but so I would put him as more reliable than like a Ghost Roaster, but I'd say above Erupter, maybe. Honestly, yeah, just because he's so basic, I'm putting him below Ghost Roaster. He hits that B middle of the road Skylander, but that's the highest he's getting. So thank you all so much for watching. Can't wait to continue my ranking videos in this tier list. I will go with the Giants characters, and I'll probably go in order. Maybe start ranking the games as well, and who knows? I can't wait to keep continuing. Thank you guys all for the support on my last video. I know we hit 100 views, so I'm really happy with that. And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.